yourself, correct me if I'm wrong, you are not supposed to be here because you have not been nominated. You are not supposed to even be here.
Minister. Thank you, CJ. Good morning, fellow commissioners, and good morning, Advocate Ali.
Good morning, Minister.
Thank you very much. I know CJ touched on the issues of outstanding judgments. I'm just finding it hard to be convinced on how you will improve given the reviews that have been outstanding and how you have handled them previously. It doesn't suffice to me to say I will definitely do them better. What is the plan that you have? I mean, for example, in the case of Alexandra, the one you say is still outstanding. It's a very painful matter, actually. It involves a minor child, and there's a long history in when the matter said 3 times you have set deadlines for yourself. Even at the intervention of the Deputy Judge President, you committed that you will give the judgment on the 29th of March. You did not meet that deadline. The Office of the Deputy Judge President tried to intervene, and you undertook to finalize the same judgment on the 22nd of April 2024, which is a month later from the first commitment you made. You also did not meet that. And then the matter was escalated to the Judge President himself on the 3rd of July 2024. And you addressed the letters to the parties who are the attorneys and the family, the complainant, on behalf of the minor child. And you said the judgment will be dealt with on the 5th of July 2024. You are apologizing. You still did not meet this deadline. And today we are in October. We are still without this judgment, and you are saying to the commissioners here, you will improve on this matter. I think really right up to the office of the Judge President, including the Deputy Judge President, this matter should have been resolved by now. At least it should have been finalized from your side. Do you have any comment there?
I can't comment further than what I have indicated, Minister. And I indicated to the Chief Justice when I would be finalizing, and I understand the frustration with that statement, taking into account what you have just read out. And I cannot put it any further than what I have, Minister.
So would you agree with me if I really question your commitment to the rule of law on the basis of all these chances you have been given? Look, this is a minor child with cerebral palsy. Rightly or wrongly, whether the case that has been put forth for the payment for future medical expenses. So a legitimate question will be, currently what is the state of this child if we are unable to assist, at least from the handing down of the judgment? Do you think you have acted to the best of your ability in this matter, at least in trying to give justice to the minor child?
Minister, I don't want to justify the issue regarding when it will be delivered. in this matter, it's one that is somewhat different. There are matters that have been dealt with, and the ones that are outstanding now is dealing with the issue of the public health defense and so forth. So there are other medical expenses, and if I remember correctly, the hospital itself is providing, and the child still goes to that. But that doesn't take away the issue, Minister.
Thank you, Minister.
Yeah.
You may ask your follow-up
Yeah,
question.
yeah. Just to end this quickly, who nominated you? Who nominated you for as a candidate?
I nominated myself.
Who accepted the nomination?
I just
You
nominated.
nominate? Okay.
I really don't.
No. Okay. Let me assist you this way. You nominated yourself, and then you accepted your own nomination. So, what is it that the advert requires that persons must be nominated? Did you read the advert?
Yes.
Does it not require that a person must be nominated for the position, rather than persons nominating themselves?
I'm not going to debate it, because the nomination doesn't say by whom.
No, I just want
But it is what it is, as it's there, and I can't take it any further than that.
no, just so that we don't go further with your interview. Look, correct yourself. Correct me if I'm wrong. You are not supposed to be here because you have not been nominated. You are not supposed to even be here. Thank you, Chief Justice. I think at this stage we should end with your interview, but you can convince me. That's what I'm going to argue, that you are not supposed to be here.
Chief Justice, all I can say is I applied, there was the nomination, I was shortlisted, and that is why I'm here. I cannot say I'm not coming.
Yeah, the question is how did you get shortlisted?
Unfortunately, Chief Justice, I'm not in charge of that particular process. And I think it's a bit unfair.
No, I have no quibble with it. I'm not expecting you to answer that question. You did not shortlist yourself.
Yes.
But I'm just quipping myself because I did look at your nomination, and I did, because there's a consent. You nominate yourself, then you consent to the nomination. That's what I did not look closely at this because I saw your consent. And I completely missed that you were consenting to your own nomination of yourself. That's quite bizarre, to say the least. And anyway. Okay, Commissioner Kunyan, your hand was up first.
Good morning, Chief Justice. Good morning, fellow commissioners. Morning, Council Ali.
Morning, Commissioner.
Mine is one question only. You know for a fact, as Council, of the often quoted expression, justice denied, delayed is justice denied. Just for a second, remove yourself from that chair and put yourself in my chair. Would you be justified fight to recommend to the president the appointment of a person who has delayed justice, in dispensing justice, who has delayed dispensing justice for over a year. Would you do that? Would I be justified to do that?
Commissioner, it's difficult for me as the candidate to answer you regarding your prerogative. What I can indicate to you only is that on the objective facts before you, you will make your decision as to whether I am worthy of appointment to a permanent post as a judge.
Thank you, TJ.
I'm not happy with that answer, Advocate Ali. One of the hallmarks of a judge is impartiality. You should be able to divorce yourself from the fact that you are a candidate and give an honest answer to the question. You should be able to do that. And I'd like you to answer Commissioner Nkonyena's question honestly.
Chief Justice, what I was trying to impart was that there are judgments here and there are other judgments which obviously are not before you, which have been delivered on time. And I'm saying one must have a holistic view on what that particular candidate has done. Rightly so, there are those judgments which are factually correct, that they have been reserved for a long time. But there are others that have been delivered on time. And hence I was saying that one would look objectively and say, do you penalize for the whole or only for the part?
Chief Justice, perhaps to help, can you answer my question yes or no? That's it. That's what I want. I heard your explanation, and you have tried to explain before. All I want, would you do it yes or no? That's it.
Chief Justice, I find it difficult to answer the question yes or no, having given an explanation. You asked me to explain, and I explained.
It's all right if you're struggling with doing what he's asking of you. We can move on. Commissioner Lekhanyan?
No, Chief Justice, just to make a follow-up on the questions that were asked by Commissioner Simelan, Commissioner Minister, and Commissioner Premier. I want to refer you to Section 28 of the Constitution, which is contained in the Bill of Rights, which speaks on the rights of children and related national legislation. And you can also include other international conventions. Where you stand as a candidate, do you think that what the minister asked you about a minor who has a specific health condition, doesn't that constitute a violation of the rights of children or substantial injustice on the part of that child? Having delayed that judgment for over a year, what is your judgment on that matter? If we have to make a judgment on your failure, what becomes your judgment? Doesn't that constitute gross violation or substantial injustice.
I can indicate to you, Commissioner, as I indicated to the Minister, the nuance in respect of this case. And I would answer yes and no to your question.
Your answer is yes and no.
Yes,
Do
because
you-
of the explanation.
Okay. Let's leave it there. If you were one of the drafters of the Constitution of the Republic of South Africa, why would you think that the drafters allocated themselves ample time to decide that the rights of children must be included in the Constitution?
Commissioner, the rights of the children being included in the Constitution speaks to the vulnerability of that, of those, or that section of the population, and needs protection.
Okay. The last would be what Commissioner Lesufi has asked, whether the problem on your part is with regard to capacity or lack of support. And you have been asked several times here, you are unable to come clearly before this commission to say, I have 20 outstanding judgments and I'm planning to deliver 16 of them on the following dates or in this period. And the remaining number will be delivered in the period that will follow. You have been very dithering and very reluctant to respond to this question. Just to give the exact, a judge, remember, a judge is not an ordinary person in society. You cannot behave yourself like a person who has not seen the inside of a book. You have to be very honest with us if you think that you are a fit and proper person for these positions that have been advertised to. Tell the Chief Justice or the JP, who are your supervisors? How many outstanding judgments are there? And what is your plan to deal with them? If you can't account to your supervisors, must we call you before Parliament to come and account before Parliament? When your immediate supervisors are here, they want answers from you. Why aren't you giving them those answers? How many outstanding judgments do you have, and what is your plan to deliver them?
Commissioner, when answering the Chief Justice in relation to the one matter, I indicated when I would be doing that. In respect of the others, which I indicated, off the top of my head, I don't have, I can't indicate to you the number off the top of my head. But I indicated to the Chief Justice that I am working on them. And in respect of your specific question as to when those would be delivered, I would indicate the timeline of end of November.
No, I did not want to be hard on you earlier, but I have to mention to you that from my experience, and I know that I speak for all judges, nothing is as heavy, as burdensome as a reserve judgment. It haunts you until you have delivered it. It is extremely worrisome that you can't even remember. You say you are working on them, but you don't have any detail. You can't remember. You can't give us any detail on these judgments you're supposedly writing now. I find that strange. I find that very, very strange. Do you have a comment?
Chief Justice, as I indicated, the ones that were in here, that the one is outstanding. In the
Yes,
questionnaire.
you have, and you've given an undertaking to deliver it by the end of October. But we're talking about this, the at least 3 that the General Counsel of the Bar has mentioned.
And what I was indicating to you, Chief Justice, is at present I don't see the judgments that they're indicating, and I'm indicating that they could have been delivered already, but that was my only reservation with the 3 that you had mentioned that the General Counsel of the Bar had mentioned.
But then you had said you don't deny that there are such outstanding judgments, that is the problem.
Yes, Chief Justice.
So what do you mean you don't deny that there are such outstanding judgments, and then in the same breath, they could have been delivered?
Yes, I understand. I should just remain with my answer that
Which is?
which I had given you previously, that I am working on them. Because you can't have both answers.
All right.